What's good, y'all? I finished the first two arcs of Vagabond by Takehiko Inoue, and I felt like, you know what, let's just do this, change of pace. Let's just review Vagabond, because I've never read Vagabond before, because I'm not that much of a misogynist. Like, why do I want to put myself in that much suffering? Like, every time I go on Reddit, Vagabond fans like, you think the Hunter x Hunter IS is bad? Just wait until you read Vagabond. they're cool because they have a worse. It's not even hiatus at this point. It's not finishing. So why I'm putting myself through this levels of pain, because why not? Screw it. Let's read Vagabond. It's not really that much complex reason now. It's like, screw it. I want to see what's all the hype about, Or it's really good. So I have high expectations, but I think it will be able to live up to it. Great things I heard about it. So yeah, first two arcs, which was the Takezo arc and the Yoshioka arc. Like, those two, they're basically the first 35 chapters. That's what I read, right? So that's the context, right? These are my first impressions, part one. Because I'm not gonna read the whole fucking manga and then say one video, and that's I'm going to leave a totally non-mark and just break this apart, this whole, because it's over 300 chapters. I'm going to break this apart in more sizable chunks. So if you're interested in this and you want to see my whole kind of thoughts on the whole series, like and subscribe so you can see it, or not if you don't want to. It's totally fine. I'm not entitled to anything, but I really do appreciate it. And it will definitely motivate me into increasing the frequency of these videos if you really enjoyed it. But basically, I want to get right into it and basically just how I felt about it. So we're going to start the first arc I read, was the Takezo arc, right? So Miyamoto, that's his new name. His old name was Takezo. I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing it, but it's whatever. Really interesting. Beginning, he was with Matahachi. I have it written down because I'm bad with Asian names and just basically non-Western names or Ethiopian names, because I'm Ethiopian. I'm used to Ethiopian names. I want to just point this out real quick. I'm just moving around this bit. I hate Matahachi, bro. I hate this nigga, bro. This nigga's a bitch ass nigga. He really abandoned this nigga, bro. Nah, he really abandoned this dude. Now I have to get this off my chest. This nigga's a whole ass bitch nigga, bro. He's he didn't even go back to check if he actually is dead, bro. He's like, he can't possibly survive this. He didn't even run away first. He just sat there in the sidelines, and then he started fucking this girl. And then after he came back after 5 seconds, bro. Fucking cunt. He dipped. He didn't go back to check, are you good, bro? Nah. Then he tried to convince us. I hate when these weak ass niggas do this shit, bro. Then they try to convince himself oh no, it's my actions were justified because he was going to die. Why should I die with him, bro? I hate this dude, man. But yeah, let's talk about something I do like. Miyamoto. Let's go ahead and call him Miyamoto. I like his character. I think he has a lot of potential. He does feel pretty incomplete, right? But that means he has a lot of room to grow, and they definitely are setting up parts where I can see that happening. He feels like, to me, a mix of Guts and Shin from Kingdom. The whole I want to be the strongest under the heavens, or wherever that is, right? Basically, he wants to be the strongest nigga, bro. Right, but you kind of also that part is from Shin, right, from Kingdom. Also reminds me of Guts in the way he's kind of to a certain extent, but I have to compare it to anyone. I say most Guts, Guts is on that different level shit, you know what I'm saying? But he's that whole vibe of mistrusting people and keeping a distance. but it's also like warming up, and he also Dorfin as well. He reminds me of that as well, right? Early Dorfin right now, which is good. That's a good thing, you know. Hopefully he envelops like those characters, because all those characters are really goated. So you see a lot of potential in this, a lot of potential. And I can see him like becoming a person and be able to show compassion and being able to open up to both Otsu or Jotaro. I can tell this character is gonna be a part. If you have a JoJo name, okay, I see you, Jotaro. I already like this dude, even though I know nothing about him, because I finished like 35, just the part where he's like, oh, I'm gonna follow you. That's it. Like, I know nothing about this character, but I expect great things, you know. Jotaro, you got a good name, and JoJo. Jotaro. I cracked up when I saw that shit. It's also like his Tsunere face, like Imoto. He has an interesting Tsunere face, which is cool. Right, like with everything he's doing with Otsu. Not like I like her or anything. Fuck, I get like that whole cringe. Like, come on, man. Just like, I wonder how long he's gonna drag this out. He's like, no, I don't really like her, even though he has dreams about her. This dude is starving, bro. This dude horny, bro. But yeah, I like his character. A lot of potential. Right now, like, I feel like he's incomplete, but of course he's incomplete. I'm in the beginning of the story. He's a very incomplete character right now, right? He didn't have enough time to develop. But they're doing a lot of interesting things to set him up, right? And humanizing him, I think, would be really interesting. Takuan, he's peculiar. He's a peculiar character, the monk. He comes off like a bit of a mentor character for Miyamoto, and I'm interested in their dynamic. He is very compassionate, and what's up with his presence, right? Like, the whole dude like swing at him, and he's like, oh, you can't even cut my neck. Like, the whole, like, who are you? Like, I'm intrigued. Like, he showed up a bit in this series, but I feel like I know nothing about him. And it's like he's a friend of the Lord in his castle, so he's like a important figure apparently in politics. Like, who is this dude? Why is he like so like confident, even though I don't think he's that good at sword? Like, he made a nigga run off with. Like, who are you? He's interesting, right? He baffles me right now. He's an interesting character. I want to see what more from him. Like, I want to know the fuck is up with him, bro. He's an interesting character, bro. Matahachi's, you know, who's more annoying than Matahachi? You know, he's such a fucking prick. You know who's more annoying than him? His mother. Fuck her. I hear her so fucking much, bro. She's a good antagonist. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying, like, as a character I like her, but as like a person I hate her. Right? You know, like, she's a good tag. I feel like good. Like, that's her role. Like, she's supposed to be an antagonist you hate, right? And so, like, props to Inoue, but I really do hate her. She's a fucking stubborn, fucking narrow-minded prick old woman. Fuck her. Hate her. Screw her. Good antagonist, but fuck. I hate Matahachi's mother. Like, she's such a snake. I don't like snakes. I want y'all to know this about me. I don't like snakes. Like, I don't like niggas to switch up on their friends. Matahachi. I don't like, you know, fucking, she tried to trap this nigga. She's like, oh, you're my son's friend, therefore you're like family too. And then she like tried to, bro, what a bitch ass woman, bro. Bitch ass. Oh my goodness, bro. I want her dead. I keep it a buck with y'all. I want her dead, bro. Bro, don't spoil the comments, please, because I want to read the comments. Don't spoil. But I want her dead, bro. I want her dead, gone. You know? I don't know. I'm kind of going all over the place. I feel like I really don't have much to add. You know, Otsu, she's there. I'm interested in her dynamic, but right now as a character, she's more like, I don't know, right? I don't really care about her individually. I just care about what her relationship will eventually be like. those two women in the beginning, yeah, I don't really care about them anymore. I think they're out of the story anyway. They really did hoe Matahachi like that, bro. But he deserves it because he's a hoe nigga himself, bro. This is... He really... Didn't you have dreams? You're like, yeah, I'm gonna be unbeatable like you. And this nigga immediately starts... Bro, you set a whole building on fire. On accident. How do you do... I still confused. How did he do that? Like, can someone explain? Like, how did he set a building on fire? I look back, I'm like... He was just drunk and stupid. Like, how, like, was there a match? I mean, there's a lot of alcohol, but it's like, I don't know, man. This nigga's a living L, bro. Lame ass nigga. Bitch ass nigga. Snake ass nigga, bro. Matahachi, more like fucking Orochimaru. I don't know what I'm saying, bro. That shit weak. But that was still, you know what I mean, bro. Why am I dissing? No, I'm like, bro, but like, I don't know, but I feel like that's enough of that first arc. And the second arc I read, it was like the Yoshioka arc. Good setup arc. I think it's a good setup arc. It created a lot of pieces, right, for Inoue to use later on, right? You know, a rival, an assassin, a kid, you know, and create some interesting things, some plot points they can further, you know, branch out to. I think this, I don't want to say wrong to give opinion, because these are like initial impressions. I just finished reading the chapter like an hour ago, right? Then I wrote notes, and then like I, you know, ate food and shit. You know, I'm a human being. I have a stomach. I need to eat before else I starve and die. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, I don't have a really opinion on them. You know, they never, like, they'll be more interesting later on, I'm sure. But it's like, right now, they didn't really leave much of an impression to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the one that leave the most impression to me, like, a new character was the Juice arc, was Jotaro. Mainly because his name was Jotaro. I'll keep a fuck with y'all. It is interesting, though. Since the building is burned, I can see them developing and becoming more interesting characters, right? But right now, they're like also feeling early on. This is the thing, right? Like, this revealing like the first arc, because everything's early on, right? You're like, well, this has a lot of potential. You know, 30 chapters in, this is entertaining. You know, right? You don't want to, like, but it's like hard to make a judgment on these characters because you're just introduced to them, right? You know, you're just scratching the surface, the tip of the iceberg, right? So like, you're like, wow, the surface of this ice, like the tip of the iceberg is pretty cool, but you know nothing of like the below sea level, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, I think these are bad analogies, but it's like, yeah, I mean, those overall my thoughts. The second arc, I don't really have much to talk about. It's just because the characters didn't strike out to me. It's just more like what the pre-existing characters did. All I can really say is just has a lot of potential. The strongest opinions I have right now is I hate Matahachi, I hate his mother, and that's really and I really am intrigued by Miyamoto. I want to see more about his father. What the fuck is this whole Shinwin clan thing? Yeah, like, I don't know. This is interesting. Cause like I also like watch Gitamas and they're like talking about like Yuga clan. I'm like, wait, is this like basically the same type here? I don't know anything about this story. I'm completely blind. It says like it's based off a real story apparently. So it's like, is this historical fiction? I don't know. I'm blind to this, so I might look up all that before next video, but really don't have much else to add. I think it's entertaining. You can get lighthearted sometimes. It can go really a lot of directions. That's why I kind of like these few arcs, because it really does a lot of setup, you know? These are the developing stages, and I can see it really paying off later on, right? So yeah, those are my initial impressions. You think I missed anything? Let me know, but please don't spoil. If you want to hear more of my opinions, I guess you can, do the. I already said it in the video. I'm not going to tell y'all like scrap again. Oops, I accidentally said it. Whatever, that's really it. Leave suggestions. What else you want me to talk about? I'm going to talk about, first, one series at a time. I'm only human, and so it's gonna be more Vagabond videos. But like, I also want to create some other videos between. Let me know what y'all interested in. Yeah. Hopefully this gets more than 2 views. Changing these, I want to try something new. Cause I like, totally not Mario's One Piece series, and it's just generally, I'm like, why not? I don't think anime reviews will do good, but it's like, who gives a fuck? I want to read Vagabond. I want an excuse to read Vagabond. That's what it is, just an excuse to read Vagabond. Hopefully I won't feel too much pain when I catch up and realize that the series will never end. So yeah, nothing else to say. Done wasting y'all's time. It's like my new outro. Done wasting y'all's time. And adios.